Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rhynes, and I'm excited to bring you another episode absolutely free. This is one of over 80 episodes released monthly for your enjoyment. Now, let's get into this episode.
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. His faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver! Let's go, big fellow! Hi-Yo, Silver! Hi!
Saul Chandler, leading banker and real estate broker in the cattle town of Claxton, met in secret with three tough-looking men. They were Slim Nelson, tall and blond, Scar Perry, squat and with a livid scar on his forehead, and Chuck Sterling, who acted as Chandler's right-hand man. Chandler was talking.
That note of Jim Fannon's is due in 4 days. I don't want him to pay it.
Well, he put up his ranch as collateral when he borrowed the money from you, didn't he, boss?
Chuck, you know that as well as I do. I'm telling Slim and Scar so they won't treat this matter as just another rustling job.
Oh, we won't, Mr. Chandler. Slim and I always
Let me
manage.
talk, Scar.
Boss, you mentioned rustling. You don't want us to rustle the cattle Fannon's going to drive to market tomorrow.
I want the cattle killed. You and your men lie in ambush until Fannon's outfit drive the herd past Laurel Gully. Then ride them down shooting. Stampede the cows and make sure they fall into the gully. That's all.
Shortly after dawn the next morning, a small band of men, their faces masked, waited in the underbrush near Laurel Gully. Chuck Sterling, acting as leader, moved his horse over to where Slim Nelson and Scar Perry acted as lookouts.
Hold it, boy. Hold. They're coming, Slim.
Yeah, looks like they got about 200 head.
That's all the boss wants you.
Better get the boys ready, Chuck.
I'm going to. All right, you fellas. Go in shooting. Get the outriders first. Then I'll start the lead cows toward the gully. Make sure the rest follow after you shot Fannin in his hands. You ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, here we go then. Come on.
Jim Fannin and his cowhands, intent on keeping the herd on the side of the range away from Laurel Gully, were unprepared for the attack by Tuck Sterling and the masked gunman.
There's the Fannin! That's it! Right over this way! Shoot at the cows! Right, watch out! Come on, Slim!
Fannon's shot fell from his horse. 3 of his riders, bullet-ridden, fell to the ground as the others tried vainly to fight the crooks and to herd the cattle at the same time. Within a matter of minutes, Chuck Sterling and his men had full control of the situation. The frightened cattle, stampeding with heads down, veered towards the gully. As the Sterling gang galloped away, the cattle were plunging downward onto the rock-covered ground below. Sterling, Slim Nelson, and Scar Perry remained in hiding with the rest of the gang for the entire day. That evening, the trio went to the cabin on his ranch, which Saul Chandler used for his meetings with them. There were self-satisfied looks on their faces as they howling.
Don't walk in here smoking like that. There's nothing to laugh about.
What's the matter, boss?
We did a good job, didn't we? Nearly the whole herd went over into the gulch. We saw them go.
Yes, that part was all right. But you didn't kill Fannin, and you should have.
You didn't say to kill him, boss. Said to shoot him, and we did.
Yes, and because he's still alive, this stampede of ours is a complete failure.
Huh? What do you mean, boss?
I mean that Fannin still has time to get money to meet his notes, and he's going to do it.
Yeah, but how can he get it with his cows going and no money in the bank?
Because he has a brother Tom in Powell City. A brother who's going to borrow money from the bank there and lend it to Jim.
How do you know that, Mr. Chandler?
June Fannin, Jim's daughter, came in this evening and told me. She exchanged telegraph wires with her uncle. He leaves Powell City tomorrow night with the money.
Did she say anything about what happened this morning?
Yeah, accused me of instigating the stampede and the shooting.
But you did, Mr. Chandler. You shut your mouth.
Making accusations and proving them are entirely two different matters. I need that Fannin ranch to combine with my own.
I know, boss. To make you the biggest man in the valley.
And I'm going to get it, too. They haven't paid the notes yet, and they're not going to either.
But if Tom Fannin...
He's not going to leave Powell City. Because Slim and Scar are going to see that he doesn't. Slim, you and Scar are riding to Powell City tonight.
Slim Nelson and Scar Perry arrived in Powell City the next morning. They had located Tom Fannin, who had spent the greatest part of the day visiting the bank, attorney's offices, and the courthouse. Now, a short time before the daily stagecoach to Claxton was scheduled to leave, they stood in the shadow of a nearby building and waited for Fannin to leave the bank where he had gone once more. The street at this early evening hour was deserted.
He's being cagey. Wait until evening to pick up his money. He'd only... Hey.
Yeah, I see. Coming out of the bank. It's the... No, it's not. It's not Fannin. It's a boy. Yeah. Walking over to the stagecoach depot, too.
Yeah, never mind him. Keep your eyes open for fence. The door's opening.
It's Tom Fannin. That's him, all right.
We gotta stop him before he gets to the depot. Come on. Have your gun ready.
Tom Fannin, aware of what had happened to his brother, planned to keep from losing the money he had withdrawn from the bank. But he was unprepared for the holdup outside the building. The two men sidled up to him before they could readjust the brown packet in his pocket. Their guns were menacing.
All right, Fannin. Turn around and walk to the rear of this building. Then turn left and walk to the woods. We'll take that packet from you later.
Slim Nelson and Scar Perry had killed Tom Fannin as instructed before taking the packet from him. They took the back trail to Claxton and were nearing the town once more when Slim Nelson ordered the scar-faced man to stop.
Ho there, ho! Scar! Ho, boy. Yeah, what's the matter? I was just thinking. We got the packet. It's all Chandler wanted us to do. Means that Jim Fannin doesn't get the money, so he won't be able to pay off. Chandler gets the ranch he wants.
You mean Chandler doesn't need this money himself, huh?
Yeah. You're thinking like I was. Why can't we take it for ourselves?
Yeah. For all those thousands, we could open that packet and see how much is in it.
Slim Nelson took the packet from his shirt and tore it open. His eyes agleam with excitement. became startled as he handled the contents.
Scar, a double cross.
What?
We killed Tom Fannin for what? For this? This isn't money. Nothing but a pile of torn up paper.
Why, the dirty...
Yeah. Gotta tell the boss about this. Fannin courses. He must have sent the money by mail on the
No,
coach.
there was a boy, Slim. The boy who went out of the bank just before Fannin left.
Yeah. Yeah, but would the boy have the money?
You can't tell. Maybe he did have it.
Too late to get to the main trail and stop the coach. Scar, we gotta go on to Claxton. We gotta be there when the coach arrives.
All right.
Come on.
Come on.
Get it. Get it.
Dan Reed, teenage nephew of the Lone Ranger, was the boy who had left the bank in Powell City and who arrived the next afternoon by stagecoach in the town of Claxton. Tonto, the Lone Ranger's Indian companion, was waiting for the lad.
Me take you to camp, Dan. It's not far.
I'll go along with you, Tonto, as soon as I look for someone.
Oh? Who you look for?
A girl. Tonto, something strange happened last evening. I'll tell you about it when we get to camp. Right now, I must look for a girl named June Fannin.
June Fannin? Did you say June Fannin?
A young girl who had been standing but a few feet away, anxiously watching the passengers emerge from the stagecoach, had overheard Dan's words. She came to him unaware that she was being watched from a distance.
I'm June Fannin.
How do you do, miss? I'm Dan Reed. I have a packet I'm to give to you.
A packet? From Uncle Tom?
Yes, I met him in the Powell City Bank last
But
evening.
where is Uncle Tom?
Before the boy could start to explain, a man wearing a star on his jacket also joined them.
Miss Fannin.
Oh, hello, Sheriff Grady. You want to speak to me?
About your Uncle Tom, Miss Fannin. Some bad news to give you. Just received it by wire from Powell City.
Bad news? Oh, what is it?
They found your uncle's body in the woods there this morning. Murdered.
Murder. They shot my father and now they've killed Uncle Tom.
There now.
It's Saul Chandler. He's the one responsible for this. I know he's behind it. He is, Sheriff. He is. I know.
As the girl sobbed on the verge of hysteria, Dan Reed stepped back and spoke low to Tonto.
Tonto, wait for me, please. I'm going to turn this packet over to the girl and the sheriff. Then I'll join you and we'll go to camp.
Me wait.
Sheriff, may I tell you something? I think it's important.
Later, in the camp of the Lone Ranger, Dan Reed repeated the story he had told Sheriff Grady and June Fannin.
I'd met Mr. Fannin in Powell City many times, sir. When he saw me in the bank last evening, he asked me to do him a favor.
That's when he asked you to hold the packet?
Yes, sir. He said he'd reclaim it from me when we arrived in Claxton. Then he said if anything happened to him before we arrived, I was to keep it hidden and give it to June Fannin. She and the sheriff have it now, sir.
There was money in it to pay off the note signed by Jim Fannin and held by Saul Chandler?
Yes, sir. The notes are due tomorrow, and Mr. Chandler has refused to extend them. Miss Fannin told the sheriff the entire story, and I heard it.
Tonto, you know where Saul Chandler's ranch is, don't you?
Kimasabi. Ranch near Fannin Ranch, on Valley Road.
If he combined them, he'd have the richest strip of land in this territory. Dan, I think June Fannin's suspicions about Saul Chandler may be justified.
I do too, sir. But they have the money to meet the notes now.
Where is it? In the sheriff's office?
Well, no, sir. There's no safe in the sheriff's office. I saw a deputy take the money out to the Fannin Ranch. He's going to remain there to protect June and her father.
Only one deputy? The West needs men like Jim Fannin. We can't allow the Saul Chandlers to kill off the good people and take over.
That's right.
Chandler may be the man behind all the things that have happened to the Fannins. If he is, there's nothing to prove it.
That's what Sheriff Grady said. If there were, he said he'd have done something about it.
Otto, you go to the Chandler Ranch and learn what you can.
Me do it.
Dan, you and I are going to the Fannin Ranch for the main road. I want to make sure that Jim Fannin and his daughter remain safe. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Steady, boy. Ready, Victor? Come on, Victor.
Come up strong. 1, 2 there. The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger adventure. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments.
Now to continue. Slim Nelson and Scar Perry had arrived in Claxton that morning, but it was evening before they met at the hideout with Saul Chandler and Chuck Sterling. Chandler was angry.
You stupid fools, to let that boy get away from Power City with the money. Well, anyhow, we know the boy gave the money to the girl and the sheriff. Chuck was at the depot, keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, the sheriff moved in before I could get to her.
You were sure the money's in Fannon's safe at the ranch, are you, Jack?
Yes, boss. I was able to look in the back window of the sheriff's office after they went there. I saw the deputy take the money along when he rode to the ranch with the girl.
Only one deputy, eh? Who was it?
Joe Alvarez. He's not very smart.
Fine. Chuck, you'll be the one to go out there. Unless, does this Alvarez know you?
I know him, but he doesn't know me.
Then you'll be the one to approach him. Slim, Scar, now listen. Here's what you two do.
The three men rode from Chandler's hideout a few minutes later and traveled a short distance to the Fannin Ranch, where they dismounted away from the house. Chuck stayed in the shadows as he neared the figure of Deputy Sheriff Alvarez, standing in front of the main door to the house. He called to the man.
Alvarez! Hey, Alvarez!
Who is there? Who calls me?
It's me, Alvarez. The sheriff sent me to tell you something. Come here.
Whoever you are, I'm ready to shoot.
You don't have to. Brady sent me. Girl inside?
Stand still with your hands up. Why do you ask about the girl?
I tell you, the sheriff sent me to... All right, oh. Good work. Now tie him up. Show him in the bushes. Ready to move in on the old man.
All right.
I'm going to the house and get the girl away from there.
June Fannin was feeding her wounded father, Jim, when she heard the knock on the front door. She put the plate and spoon aside and got to her feet.
Excuse me a second, Daddy. That must be Mr. Alvarez. Just a moment. I'm sorry, Mr. Alvarez. Oh. Where's Mr. Alvarez? Who are you?
Well, Alvarez is down front looking after my horse.
Oh.
Sheriff Grady sent me for you, Miss Fannin. It's about your uncle. They've just brought him in from Power.
Oh. But why don't they bring the body here?
They will later, miss. They need you to go down and make identification and sign a few papers. That always has to be done.
All right, then. You'll come inside and wait.
Oh, no, thanks, ma'am. I'll go down to the gate and send Alvarez back. You get your horse and I'll meet you there. This way, Miss Fannin. You ready? Yeah, hold it there, big boy.
Whoa there, whoa. Where's Mr. Alvarez? I didn't see him on the way down from the barn.
He's up at the front door, miss. He and another deputy I brought out. Make sure your father be safe. There, you see them?
Chuck waved an arm in the direction of the two figures standing in the shadow of the door to the ranch house.
Oh, yes, I see them. It's so dark here. Well, shall we go?
Yes, ma'am. Come on, get up there. Come on.
Get up.
A few seconds after Chuck and June Fannin left the ranch gate, two other riders appeared.
Oh, easy, steady, big fellow.
Oh, big boy.
Dan, you said there would only be June Fannin and Sheriff Grady's deputy here.
That's my understanding, sir.
And who are those two riding down to the valley road? You better find out, steady, big fellow, easy. Dan, follow them.
Yes, sir. Shall I come back here when I find out who they are and where they go?
Yes. Meanwhile, I'll manage to get into the house for the rear. I want to talk to Jim Fannin without the sheriff's man being any the wiser.
Yes, sir. Come on, Victor.
Slim Nelson and Scar Perry broke the lock and entered the Fannin ranch house. Jim Fannin, weak from his bullet wounds, lay propped up in bed in the main room. A mask of despair covered his face as he saw the two men standing before him.
Why, who are you?
It doesn't matter, Fannin.
No. We don't want to hurt you or anything, so be nice.
What do you want? The money you have. The money the boy turned over to your daughter and the sheriff sent back here for you to put in your safe.
You can't have it. I won't give it to you.
No? That'll be bad for your daughter.
You can't harm my daughter. She's under the sheriff's protection.
Alvarez? The sheriff's protection is tied up outside in the bushes. June's gone off with one of our men.
Yeah. He's taking her on a little sightseeing trip.
Nothing will happen to her if you tell us where the safe is so we can get the money.
You'll kill me even if I do give it to you. You'll kill June, too, because
Now, wait, Fannin. We'll kill if we have to. We didn't want to kill your brother. We tried talking to him in Powell. He started shooting his fist at us.
It's his own fault we had to kill him.
We might kill you this time, though, if you don't talk.
Don't talk, Fannin. You've done enough talking already.
Oh, my arm!
That's just a sample. I'll do more if you try to reach for those guns again. Come over here out of the way.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank heaven you've come, whoever you are. When I finish talking to these men, Mr. Fannin, I hope you'll realize I'm on the side of the law. Because then I'm going to ask your cooperation.
What do you mean, talk to us?
Why did you shoot us for?
You want to live? Tell me the things I want to know.
I won't tell you.
Slim, he's going to shoot again.
I'll give you 3 to talk. 1, 2...
No, wait, I'll talk. You'll shoot Slim.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, what do you want to know?
While I was outside, I heard everything you two said in here. Now I want the truth. Slim Nelson and Scar Perry were wounded but slightly. Prodded by the Lone Ranger, they told the complete story of Saul Chandler's plot. The Lone Ranger bandaged the crooks. Then he gagged and tied them together. After he talked with Jim Fannin, he left the ranch house and was galloping down the valley road when he saw a horseman riding towards him. He reined his horse and backed into the clearing. Whoa, back up easy now, easy boy. The rider was Dan Reed, and as he passed, the Lone Ranger called to him. Dan, hold up!
Oh, boy, hold it. I followed them, sir. One of them was June Fannin.
Yes, I know. She's safe, Dan?
When I left, she was. The men took her to a cabin not far from here. It's at the end of the Chandler Ranch. I'll lead you to it, sir.
No, just tell me its exact location. I'll find it. I want you to continue on to town.
Yes, sir. What'll I do then?
Tell Sheriff Grady everything, and ask him to come to Saul Chandler's ranch. But see if he'll please stop at the Fannin Ranch first and make prisoners of Slim Nelson and Scar Perry. He'll take them along to Chandler's. I'm sure he'll learn all there is to know. Chuck had taken June Fannin to the cabin which the gang used for a hideout. There he was to await further instructions from Saul Chandler. When he heard a faint tapping on the door of the cabin, he drew his gun and walked stealthily to answer it. But first he spoke to June.
Don't leave that chair if you know what's good for you. Who's out there?
Sure. Open up.
Oh, just a minute.
Chuck opened the door with his left hand and held his gun in the other, ready to fire. There was no one in the doorway. He stepped forward one pace, about to look around. But before he could react, a gun barrel crashed down on his head. The Lone Ranger bent down and dragged Chuck's body into the cabin as June Fannin, white-faced and wide-eyed, watched. The Lone Ranger gagged Chuck and left him tied up in the cabin. Then, as arranged, he went to a spot behind Chandler's ranch house where Tonto was watching. June Fannin was with the masked man, but he walked away from her as he spoke in low tones to his Indian companion.
Is Chandler alone in the house, Tonto? Slim Nelson said he would be.
Only one we see. Nothing happened here.
It will from now on, Tonto. This is the climax of many things.
He must have it.
Yes.
Look at rise and hills. Men lie down Valley Road.
It's Dan with Sheriff Grady and his men. I thought they'd be due about now. Tonto, Miss Fannin and I are going to the ranch house.
You not wait for Posse?
No. I'll tell you what my plan is. First, Miss Fannin and I are going to face Chandler.
Saul Chandler had opened the door when the Lone Ranger knocked and whispered the name Chuck. He gulped and stepped back into the room as June Fannin entered, followed by a masked man who pointed a gun at him.
I'm not going to shoot you, Chandler. Have this gun ready merely to make sure you don't shoot me.
Saul Chandler, wetting his lips, seemed unable to speak for a moment. At the same time, June Fannin began to act as instructed by the masked man.
Mr. Chandler, tell him not to kill me.
What?
Please. He's going to kill me and Dad.
Hey, what you stranger, you're going to kill them?
Well, that's what you planned, isn't it?
Well, not at first, but I've been planning to do it now. You see, I'll have to. They know all about me.
You'd go on killing one after the other because they learned you were behind all that's been going on?
There's nothing else I can do. Slim and Scar had only located that money with... What am I saying?
Only what I know, Chandler. Too bad you had them kill Tom Fannin for nothing. Chuck said...
Well, where is Chuck? He was supposed to be... I mean,
He was supposed to be looking after Miss Fannin, while the others looked for Jim Fannin's money. According to your plans, Chuck should be with Slim and Scar now. I took over, though.
I don't understand this. You took over.
Yes. Here, take a look at this.
That envelope, what's in it?
Money. Tom Fannin's money. You've been trying to find so Jim Fannin couldn't pay off the note you hold. Take the packet, look at it.
Yes, I can see it. Why do you give it to me?
I want half of it. I also want half of the Fannin Ranch when you add it to your own.
So that's your game. I think I see it now. But you forget, though, stranger, is that I'm in so deep that one murder can't be enough to hide my trail. You'll become involved in... Who's that standing in the doorway?
I am, Chandler. Sheriff Brady.
You've been listening. You heard. This was a trick. You tricked me. But you'll never arrest me.
Oh, no! Take him up, Sheriff. He's all yours. The money's there beside him.
Men, put the handcuffs on Chandler. All right, Sheriff. Fannin, you all right?
Yes, Sheriff. It was horrible, but... Oh, you found him.
Chuck, the man who was looking after you?
Uh-huh.
Yes, he was in the cabin at the end of the ranch. The masked man's Indian friend told me where he was. We found my deputy, Alvarez, too.
Yeah, Nelson and Perry, Sheriff. Keep them in here with the other two?
Yes, we'll have them face each other and get everything straight before we take them into the jail.
Oh, I'm so grateful. First there was that boy who... Sheriff, where is Dan Reed?
Well, isn't he here? He brought us out here at the request of the masked man.
He's gone, Sheriff. He went with the masked man and the Indian.
Yeah, the masked man's the one that did this to us. He one of your men, Sheriff?
No, Nelson. He's more important than all my men and I put together. He's the Lone Ranger.
This is a feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated, created by George W. Trendle, produced by Trendle Campbell Enterprises, directed by Charles D. Livingston, and edited by Fran Stryker. The part of the Lone Ranger is played by Brace Beamer.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate this episode within your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to OTRWesterns.com/Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to OTRWesterns.com/YouTube. Become one of our ranch hands and unlock some exclusive content. We want to thank our most recent ranch hands, Steve and Ron W., who joined us recently. You too can join by going to OTRWesterns.com/donate. Send us an email, podcast@OTRWesterns.com, and you can call and leave us a voicemail, 707-986-8739. This episode is copyrighted under the attribution non-commercial share-alike copyright. For more information, go to OTRWesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.